So today I'm going to go over the exit ticket right now just for a better review. And so given the equation -5 times the quantity x minus 3 equals 30, is x equal 3 a solution? Why or why not? So because now we're given the value for x, we don't necessarily have to solve for x here. What we can do is substitute the value of 3 into the variable x. So we write it as such. Equals 30. And now we use that order operation we have shared. Parentheses inside first, so what is 3 minus 3, which is 0. So 5 times 0 equals 30. 5 times 0 is 0, so then we have 0 equals 30. So this is not a true statement, it's false. Therefore, it is not a solution. And yeah, so now we go on to number 2. What is the value of b? Well, because here I have two separate terms, and they are able to have a combined like term, so I do need to distribute here. So now I have 4b minus 3 times 6, which is -18, -3 times 2b, -6b, and that equals 12. I noticed that we have combined like terms of -6 and 4b. So what is 4b minus 6b? And we subtract again -18. So 4b minus 6b is -2b. And if I was to add 18 to both sides right here, I'd get 30. So now -2b, if I divide by -2 to both sides, cancels out the -2. I'm now left with b equals 30 divided by -2, which results in -15. Okay, next up is number 3, the extra credit. And so here they ask us what property was incorrectly when going from line 2 to 3. So line 2, line 3. And I noticed that they distributed because that's how you got 4x. And by distributing 4 times x is 4x. And 4 times, -1 is 15. So this should have been 4. So there we go. The distributed property is what they did because they didn't do both terms. They only did one term, which is a common miscue as you go here. So now 1.05, solving equations with variables on both sides. This is for tomorrow's lesson. We've done it with solving today we did solving equations with variables on one side. Now we're doing on both sides. So what I noticed, we can distribute, because if we were to divide by 2, we just get a fraction here. It wouldn't go so well. So let's just multiply. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 4 is 8. And now let's get the numbers together. So -8 to both sides. 6x cancels out, equals x. -5 minus 8. No, it's not -3. No, it's not +3. It's -13. And so now subtract x to both sides. 6x minus x is 5x, which now equals -13. In which if I was to divide by both sides, negative 13. X equals negative 13 over 5. And there we go. So here, Mr. Smith is looking at two different shop companies to ship some books. Company A charges $24 fee plus $10 per pound. Company B charges $40 plus $6 per pound for how many pounds of books where the two companies charge the same amount. So just by looking at here, Company A is a $24 fee, so that's a flat rate. So we're just adding by it, no variable included, it's a flat rate. And then plus $10 per pound. See, this is gonna include per pound, P being the amount of pounds. And again, that didn't work out here. How many pounds, that's the variable of which we're finding. So there's P there. Now as for Company B, it charges $40, so that's $40 plus 40 plus $6 per pound. So that's 6p. Now here's where things get interesting. How many pounds of books would the two companies charge? The same amount of money, meaning they have to be equal to each other. That's how we can find out by the same amount. So putting this all together, Company A must equal Company B. So Company A is 24 plus 10p, which equals Company B, which you know is 40 plus 6p. And now we combine like terms, put everything together. I like to have my numbers on my right side and my variables on my left. Cancels out. 10p. 40 minus 24 is 16 plus 6p. I subtract 60 to both sides. Use that subtractive property of equality. And then get 10p minus 6p, which is 4p. And now, if I go further down, if I divide 4 to both sides of the equation, use that division property of equality, 16 divided by 4, that equals 4. That means for them to be same, needs to be 4 pounds or 4 pounds. Make sure your units are written there because that is a point deducted if you don't. Bam. Thank you very much. That is for tomorrow's lesson. Make sure you copy your notes that I'll provide at the end of the day today and enjoy.